It's the kid, 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 it's the kid. Guys, let's talk Juventus. Let's talk Juventus, but let's talk Allegri. We are continuing our final push towards June 3rd. I hope you're enjoying the content. Remember to subscribe, to visit the website, to visit the Champions League page, and also remember, when you head to the website, go to the Champions League page and actually put in your votes, if you've not voted yet, for what you think will happen on June 3rd. So we're focusing now on Massimiliano Allegri. Allegri, he's a funny one, and I think Allegri goes back to almost the beginning of the football hut. Allegri was the same man who took over AC Milan, and it was during a time in which obviously it saw great success and great failure, and it's sort of the failure that Milan are still coping with. Although was Allegri to blame, we don't really know about that. But again, when Ibrahimovic left AC Milan, and Allegri was not tasked with trying to make AC Milan competitive without Ibrahimovic, and they were poor. And thus you really saw the descent of AC Milan from the heights of Ancelotti. And then I saw it to myself, you know what, Allegri, this guy's a clown. This guy is a horrible coach. And because of my affinity towards AC Milan, because of George Weah, I blamed Allegri and I called him a brick of a coach and a brick of a manager. And I thought, you know what, who is this guy? So when he was hired as a man to take over Conte, I was like, guys, Juventus are going to go nowhere. Yes, he may have better players, but he may do okay, but you're hiring the guy who was such a brick for AC Milan. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Conte is a great coach, and Conte did stupendous things with Juventus and gave Allegri a great stepping stone for him to really advance Juventus. We'll tell you something right now. Allegri's Juventus is better than anything that Conte had. Because remember, Conte had Pirlo, he had Carlito, he had Arturo, he had Labille. But Allegri has taken this team to a whole new plateau, and I feel this is the best Juventus team if you combine his era and all of the Conte era and yes. The Conte era had better individuals in Carlito, Andrea, Labille, and Arturo, but as a team, I think it's a far better team. And I believe that Allegri, he redeemed himself from his failure at AC Milan, and I think what you've seen Allegri do and what he has shown is how much of a tactician he is. And just the attention to detail in creating a much more robust team. Because I feel that, because the biggest complaint, and again, we'll see whether Conte can again redeem himself when he takes Chelsea to Europe. But the biggest complaint of Conte has been how poor Juventus were in Juventus. So you thought that was going to really continue under Allegri, but the fact is that Allegri has really done wonderful things. They reached the final back in 2015 up against the behemoth that was the three-headed monster of the Barcelona attack. But they then came back. They now got to reach the final again in 2017, beating that three-headed behemoth without them scoring a single G. So he's taken a team that's good and make them even better. And I think what it is Allegri's attention to detail. Again, Juve fans, please try and remind me about this. I can't remember what match this was. I'm sure the main guy, Stuart Griffin, will probably remind me. There was a game, and I believe if somebody can just send me that GIF, I will really be thankful. There was a game where I think Juventus had already won the title. This was a game in which they needed to win or draw to win the title. And a Juve guy, he did something, he was dispossessed, or he put the ball out. It was just a lapse in concentration. The way Allegri screamed and how mad he was, where he literally almost took off, he was about to take off his jacket and you just saw his veins. Like, the commentator was even laughing because it was so crazy. That is the kind of passion he's put into the team where there is no acceptance of any failure. And I just look at what Juve are, and I think, his acquisition of Daniel Alves, how he found Khedira, Mandzukic. For me, that is management. How he took Mandzukic from a striker to a left winger and made him effective. That's coaching. Because without coaching, that doesn't work. Because I don't say, tell me 10 times out of 10, I will slap you in the face if you tell me you're going to play Zukic out as left winger. But yeah, you can credit Zukic, obviously, because he's the guy doing the playing, but it's the coaching. It is Allegri telling Mandzukic how to play as that winger, what to do and what not to do based on his attributes as a player. How he's taken Dybala to the next level, his acquisition of Higuain, defensively, how he's made. I think that defense is probably the most robust it's ever been. I repeat, 180 minutes and the three-headed monster of Barcelona did not register a single G. That's defending, but that's coaching as well. So going into this, I feel and let's say huge if Allegri wins this, this would really, it would be deserved because of what he's done with this team, how he's taken this project. Because again, this Juventus project all began through Antonio Conte, and it would be the perfect footnote and perfect culmination of everything he has accomplished and done, and really given towards this club. So we'll wait and we see what will happen. But Allegri will need to be his highest tactician, and I think the advantage he has over his opposite number is he is the better tactician over Zidane. That's just the facts. And I feel that he will need every ounce of his coaching in order to win this, because you don't want to lose two finals, 2015 and 2017. So we are waiting when we see how it all goes down. But for Allegri, from the clown, who I called him a clown, look at the viz from back in the day of what he did with AC Milan, to now to be considered one of the elite coaches in the world, for me, it shows you that there is hope for everyone in the world, apart from Janssen, who's a crap player. Allegri, I'll see you June 3rd.